Good morning, dear students. In last lecture, we have started with chapter 3, that is Adobe Photoshop CS5. In this unit, we have covered till topic opening an image. So, in today's session, we will continue with next topic, that is color boxes and modules. So, let's start with the session. Basically, color boxes could be of two types. One is foreground color and second one is background color. Foreground color appears in the upper color selection box and it represents the color that is currently active. And the background color appear in the lower box and represent an inactive color. See this picture. As per given picture, the upper color is that is foreground color and the bottom color is that is your background color. And to reverse the foreground and background color, we are having a switch color in the arrow. Like this is for switching color from foreground to background or background to foreground. And to restore the default foreground and background color, just click on default color icon. The little black and white box. It is your default setting. It is your default setting. Now, if you are using the gradient tool, the currently selected foreground and background color will be default color of your gradient. So in gradient tool, the color will be same as foreground and background color if you are using the gradient tool. Now working with selections, how to select an picture, how to select an content. Making changes to an area within an image in Photoshop, it is a two-way process. It will be covered in two steps. So you first select the part of an image you want to change with one of the selection tool. And then in second step, you use another tool, filter or other feature to make changes such as moving, selecting a pixel to another location or applying a filter to the selected area. So the selection process limit change to within the selected area. So how to do the process? Using the quick selection tool. The quick selection tool provide one of the easiest way to make the selection. To select the particular content, it is the easiest method. You simply paint an area of an image and the tool automatically find the edge. And you can add or subtract area of selection until you have exactly the area of you want. So following step will be followed. In step 1, you will select the quick selection tool from the tool panel. It is a tool panel. It is the icon of tool panel. You will select the click selection tool option. Afterward, click on the green area, like see the diagram. In this picture, suppose you want to select the particular part of this area. So to click on the green area near outside the edge of the window, the quick selection tool finds the full edge automatically, selecting the entire window. You just click nearby the area which you want to select, just outside edge of the window. Just you will click, it will select automatically full window area. Afterward, you have to move the selected area. For moving, once you have made a selection, any change you can apply exclusively to the pixel within the selection. So the rest of the image is not affected, only that image will be affected that you have selected. So to move the selected area to another part of composition, you use the move tool. The option is move tool and the image only one layer, so the pixel you move will replace the pixel beneath them. And this change is not permanent until you deselect the move pixel. So you can try different location for selection. You are moving before you make a commitment. You before finalizing, you can check at which area we have to keep the image. Just see in the particular area. The particular window pick is picked from this area and it is adjusted here. So we can adjust accordingly. And this step will be followed. Firstly, select the move tool option, and for move tool, this is the icon. Notice that the window remains selected. Window will be selected when you will move the particular content. Afterward, drag the selected area to anywhere on the building so that the window can be adjusted. Afterward, click select tab and then deselect option and click file and save. It means till the time you will not deselect and you will not save, the particular process is not getting completed. Afterward, One more tip is given. You can perform this thing by selection and deselection by using Ctrl plus D shortcut key also. Next is cropping. To crop the particular area of image. Cropping is one of the most basic editing techniques that can improve your image. It helps to focus on the part of image which you want to work or remove the rest part of image. It means you have to select the particular area of image. In that case, you will use the concept of cropping. And cropping also allows you to make your image a standard photo size. So there are several ways to crop an image. First method, cropping with crop tool. Second method, cropping to a specific size. And third method, cropping with Marquee tag. So first one is cropping with crop tool. The crop tool allows you to make a precise selection of an image you wish to edit. So to crop the image, just select the crop tool. Afterwards, select that, click and drag to select the portion of an image to be cropped and drag the edge to fit the dimension. Afterward, resize the border by dragging the square at the sides and corner until you are satisfied with the way your image looks. Afterward, press enter to crop the image. Now see the example. This is the first image that is before cropping, and inside part is after cropping, and it is the final image after cropping. So actual image was this part. After cropping tool, we have selected this area, and after selecting this area, final image became this one. This is the concept of cropping by using the option of cropping tool. Next option is cropping to a specific size. You want to make a standard size. If you want to wish to print your digital photo or other image on a standard size, like if you want to make passport size photograph, so we can use the crop tool to a specific size. So you will have to crop your image to a specific size like 2 by 3, 3 by 4. And to crop the specific image, just select crop tool. In the option bar, under menu bar option, specify the value of width and height. And after specify the width and height, click in your image and drag the cropping border. Like see now, this is the actual image. After giving the size of 2 by 3, this area has been selected. Notice that the border is constrained. You cannot make it wider or longer than the specific value. For example, you have entered 2 for width and 3 for height. Whatever size you make to make the border, the area within it will you fit on a 2 by 3 photo. Afterward, this is the final image. So cropping tool is to crop the particular area of image according to the specific size. Third option is cropping with the Marquee tag or Marquee tool. If you are in a hurry, you are working on an urgency basis, you need just a simple crop, you can select Marquee tool, a menu command. To crop the Marquee tool, just select the rectangular Marquee tool. Afterward, click and drag the mouse to draw a marquee around the area you want to crop, and afterward you will finalize the cropped area like see here. And in step 3, go to image and crop option. The image will be cropped. See now, in the upper image, the actual image was this. When you select the crop using Marquee tool, this area has been selected. And after click on image and crop option, the result that will be displayed, it is this result. This is the image option. In image option, they have selected the crop. And the particular image has been cropped of this area. Now how to save the file? To save the document file, you have to follow 3-4 steps. So for saving the file, just click on file option and then select save as. Afterward, navigate to the place, it means find out the location where you want to save the document. Afterward, enter the name of your document. What's your name you want to give the file? Choose a format, in which format you want to select, like JPEG format, PNG format, many image formats are there. And afterward, click on save button to save the final image. See now. Firstly, click on file option. In file option, save as. In save as option, you will write the name of file. You will select the type of file. Afterward, click on save option. These are the steps to save a particular document. And if you save your document file as PST, it means default Photoshop saving format, your layer will be preserved, but the file size will be large. And if you save your file as a JPG, common image format, your layer will be flattened and become one layer, and the file size will be significantly small. It means JPG size is small and Photoshop size is every time larger. So this is all about your chapter 3rd. In next session, we will meet with the exercise part of chapter 3. If you are facing any doubt, any problem, you can directly put up my WhatsApp message on my contact number. It's 999 I again repeat, it's 999 Thank you. Have a nice day for this session. Thank you so much.